Life in darkness, thriving without sunlight. Imagine a world without sunlight. It's a world shrouded in perpetual darkness, where temperatures plummet and pressure could pulverize steel. It sounds like a desolate wasteland devoid of life. But life not only exists in these extreme environments, but thrives. This is the reality of deep-sea ecosystems, where life has found a way to flourish. The discovery of hydrothermal vents challenged our understanding of life. These vents create oases of life in the barren abyss. Organisms here harness energy from chemicals through chemosynthesis. Life is far more resilient and adaptable than we ever imagined. Chemosynthesis is a fascinating process that challenges our conventional understanding of how life sustains itself. In essence, it's a way for organisms to create their own food, much like plants do with photosynthesis. However, instead of using sunlight as the energy source, chemosynthetic organisms exploit the energy stored in chemical bonds.
Photosynthesis, the process that sustains most life on Earth, relies on sunlight to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose, a sugar that fuels plant growth. Chemosynthesis, on the other hand, doesn't need sunlight or even oxygen. Instead, it uses inorganic compounds like hydrogen sulfide, methane, or ammonia as energy sources to convert carbon dioxide into organic compounds. Chemosynthetic organisms, primarily bacteria and archaea, possess specialized enzymes that allow them to break down these compounds and harness the energy released from the broken chemical bonds.
The discovery of chemosynthesis was groundbreaking because it demonstrated that life could exist independently of sunlight. It also highlighted the incredible diversity and adaptability of life, showcasing nature's ability to find solutions even in the most challenging environments. The deep sea, a realm of perpetual darkness and immense pressure, was once thought to be a desolate wasteland. However, the discovery of hydrothermal vents in the late 1970s unveiled a completely different picture, one teeming with life.
These vents, often described as underwater geysers, are found along mid-ocean ridges, where tectonic plates spread apart. They spew superheated, mineral-rich fluids, creating a stark contrast to the surrounding cold seawater. Despite these extreme conditions, life thrives around these vents, forming unique ecosystems based on chemosynthesis. Giant tube worms, some over 6 feet long, anchor to the vent chimneys, their red plumes swaying in the currents. These tube worms live in a symbiotic relationship with chemosynthetic bacteria within their bodies. Other vent inhabitants include clams, mussels, crabs, and shrimp, all adapted to extreme conditions. The discovery of these vibrant ecosystems challenged our understanding of life's limits and opened a new frontier in the search for life beyond Earth.
The foundation of deep-sea ecosystems.
Chemosynthetic organisms, primarily bacteria and archaea, form the foundation of deep-sea vent ecosystems. They are the primary producers, converting inorganic compounds into organic matter, much like plants do in terrestrial and shallow water ecosystems.
However, instead of sunlight, they harness energy from chemicals like hydrogen sulfide, methane, and iron.
Some of these organisms, like the giant tube worms, live in a symbiotic relationship with chemosynthetic bacteria. The bacteria live within specialized organs of these animals, providing them with food directly. Other organisms like clams, mussels, and crabs graze on the chemosynthetic bacteria or filter them from the water.
Predators, such as fish and octopuses, then feed on these grazers, completing the food web. The discovery of chemosynthetic ecosystems revolutionized our understanding of how life can be supported. The chemistry of life, how chemosynthesis works.
Chemosynthesis might sound like something out of a science fiction novel, but it's a real process that's essential for life in certain environments. At its core, chemosynthesis is all about energy conversion. Just like photosynthesis uses sunlight to convert carbon dioxide and water into sugars, chemosynthesis uses energy from inorganic molecules to do the same. These compounds can include hydrogen sulfide, methane, ammonia, and even iron. The organisms use specialized enzymes to break down these compounds, releasing electrons in the process. These electrons then travel down an electron transport chain, similar to what happens in photosynthesis.
This movement of electrons releases energy, which the organisms use to pump protons across a membrane, creating a proton gradient. The enzyme ATP synthase then uses this stored energy to generate ATP, the primary energy currency of cells. Finally, the organisms use the ATP to power the Calvin cycle, a series of chemical reactions that convert carbon dioxide into sugars. Unveiling the secrets of chemosynthesis.
The discovery of chemosynthesis opened up a whole new realm of scientific inquiry, sparking intense research into these unique ecosystems. Scientists are eager to understand how these organisms have adapted to thrive in such extreme environments, what role they play in global nutrient cycles, and what potential applications their unique biochemistry might hold.
One area of active research focuses on the diversity and evolution of chemosynthetic organisms. Scientists are using advanced genetic sequencing techniques to identify new species and unravel the evolutionary relationships between them.
Another area of interest is the role of chemosynthetic ecosystems in global biogeochemical cycles. These ecosystems play a crucial role in regulating the flow of carbon, sulfur, nitrogen, and other elements between the Earth's crust, oceans, and atmosphere. Understanding these cycles is essential for predicting how climate change might impact these ecosystems and vice versa.
Expanding our understanding of life's possibilities.
The discovery of chemosynthesis was a paradigm shift in our understanding of life. It shattered the long-held belief that sunlight was essential for all life on Earth and revealed the incredible adaptability of life to thrive in even the most extreme environments.
This realization has profound implications for our search for life beyond Earth. If life can exist in the depths of our oceans, fueled by chemical energy rather than sunlight, then it stands to reason that life could exist in other seemingly inhospitable environments across our solar system and beyond.
Icy moons like Europa and Enceladus, which harbor vast subsurface oceans, could potentially host chemosynthetic life forms. These celestial bodies, once considered too cold and distant for life as we know it, are now prime targets in the search for extraterrestrial life. The more we learn about chemosynthesis, the more we realize how much we still don't know.